Komon-Tok. We the talk and right, we the talk and clear from Sierra Leone to everywhere. Oh yeah. Komon-Tok, come make me hear. From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we no go shy. Migration stories should no go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Health and well-being, make we rise from we sit. It's not a platform, we go speak the truth for the young and the old. Now we voice we do. Komon-Tok, you gon' hear me loud. We no go hide, you gon' make me proud. First I know to the world we dey stand tall. Come here we are. Oh yeah, we message for. From politics.
You bless all my way. Have your way in me. Hallelujah. Today we gather here to seek the face of God. We want to thank God today for His goodness, for His mercy, and for His grace. The Bible says, "It's everything worketh for good for those who believe and trust in Him." Today is the day the Lord has made. For our brother, our uncle, our husband, our friend, the former Vice President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, for today, for this press conference. The Bible says, "I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, where I commit my help." And Vice President, former Vice President, your help is coming from the Lord. Your help is coming from man. God is your helper, and the Lord is going to help you. And the Lord is going to stand by you. He said, "I cry unto thee, O God, hear my cry, O God, will you listen to my supplications." The Lord is going to listen to your supplications today in Jesus' name. Eternal Rock of Ages, we want to thank you today. Father, we give you praise because we gather before your presence, O Lord. This day was ordained by you. And everything was ordained by you. Nobody can stop it. Because it's ordained by you. Father, we thank you for this special day. We thank you for the men and women of God in the house. We thank you for the life of our brother, our leader, our father, the former Vice President of Sierra Leone. We thank you for every membership here today. Father, I cover each and every life with the blood of Jesus. Father, even the chairman and the conductor of this program, I declare this program open right now in the name of the Father. I declare this program open right now in the name of the Son. I declare this program open right now in the name of the Holy Spirit. For in Jesus' name we pray. May the peace of God be with you.
Thank you, Pastor Bobo. And for our Muslim prayer, we would like to call on Alaji Mahmoud Bankura. Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum. First of all, everybody let me. No count for everybody, everybody could have trouble for everybody. It's a very great day. And this day, most of the supporters of the grassroots are this day in the wait. The caution is to invite me. God agree, we are all going to get the answer to me. Because today, anything get time. When you time nobody, no good boiler. When you time nobody, no good stopper. Because God, He don't get vice president. God only gets minister of foreign affairs, which is Jibril. As you tell her the moment, go to this, don't go to a quick, couldn't fire him. When I saw today, this day, I saw it only today. Just like say, the time of Konon be day. During the time of Konon, we want time, we'll be use some diamond inside Konon. When you want to go inside Konon, you get what take part. The part where they take, we go, police they can't get guards, everybody will get small thing for give. Well, one man is on a corner. He said, then go talk say Namumu. You go talk say Namumu, they're going to go tell them. They're going to tell the police them. And the police they can say, hey, what is Mumu now? Now say, hey, look me now. You go talk say Namumu. When you move for today, the Mumu they can't talk. The Mumu today, now you won't time is for that talk. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى ال محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى ال محمد وسلم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا صراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. إذا جاء رسول الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح واستغفره إنه كان توابا. قل الله الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. السلام عليكم.
That's it. We have already got both Muslim and Christian prayers. And of course, we are live here at the Radisson Blue Hotel to witness a very remarkable occasion, which is the political journey of the former Vice President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Chief Samuel Samsumana, organized by Psalm 28 movement. I'm Emmanuel Nyakemamo, and I'm here with my colleague.
Over the years,
thank you so much, Emmanuel Nyakemamo, and this is the program as people are eagerly waiting to see or hear from Chief Samsumana what say today, because there are a lot of speculation, a lot of rumors that but we're here today to know what will happen and what will be the outcome as well.
And every other member of Psalm 28, you're well recognized. On my far left, we have Mr. Thomas Sandi, who is the Deputy Chairman of the Psalm 28 movement. On my far right, we have Mr. Zachariah Benke, Barrister Zachariah Benke. Next to him, we have the Chief of Staff of Operations, Psalm 28 movement, Mr. Michael Tulu. And I take a quick spin to the front seat here. I introduce to you Mr. Abu Bakar Tarawali, Mr. Hosal, Barrister Azibo Kanu, the Great Faraka, General Alassane Bangura, Mayor Bode Gibson, Mrs. Nenette Ray, Madam Saleh Bangura, and a whole lot of who you see at the back here are members of the Psalm 28 movement. Give yourself a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, today's program is going to be handed over to our able moderator. And it's no other person in the capacity of a great barrister. Please welcome Barrister Zachariah Benke.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. It is an honor to be selected to moderate this great program. It is with humility that I welcome you all to this distinguished press conference, which will address questions that many of us have been asking ourselves, our conscience, with respect to the aspirations, commitment, and future of the Honorable former Vice President Alhaji Chief Samuel Samsumana. I would like to take this opportunity to first of all thank the team of the Psalm 28 movement for their loyalty, resilience, patience, and faith, not only in the leadership of Alhaji Chief Samuel Samsumana, but their faith in the three foundations of unity, freedom, and justice. We believe in the rule of law. We believe to respect authority and fairness, same as with respect to the spirit of the Sierra Leone Constitution. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce the former second lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Auntie Kadi Samsumana. Please welcome. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this honor to introduce the focus of today's program, the most resilient and battle-tested leader that Sierra Leone has ever known, with the humility and gratitude of his foundation and membership, and by and large, the general people of this country, Sierra Leone. He is a man of peace. He represents self-restraint, respect for peaceful coexistence and the rule of law. He represents unity. He prefers dialogue. He is a man that has the vision, the tenacity, the capacity to lead this nation with short aspiration to unite the divide and the cry in addressing the agony and poverty of this country. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great respect that I introduce to you a champion of community engagement, a champion of respect for the grassroots, a champion for disability rights, a champion for women's rights, a champion for unity and justice, the no other person but the former Vice President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, the Honorable Chief Alhaji Chief Samuel Samsumana. Thank you very much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to give him one more round of applause because I didn't hear it well.
An introduction of Chief Samuel Samsumana has already been done by one of the coordinators of the program.
Our purpose for this
It's very forward-looking here. We are live here at Radisson Blue Hotel,
is to
giving you a live coverage on the political journey of Chief Samuel Samsumana.
the constitutional right to lead. We believe that the Sierra Leone Constitution, Act number 6 of 1991, is the supreme document that determines who is qualified and what is required of them, subject to Section Section 41 of the 1991 Constitution. And we also believe Section 56B of the 2022 APC Constitution is discriminatory in its effect, and it runs contrary and in variance with the 1991 Constitution, particularly so with Section 41 of the 1991 Constitution. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know of the unlawful expulsion of the former Vice President from the All People's Congress, of which we will address as we proceed. Why we say it is unlawful. In 2015, the APC operates under the 1995 Constitution. That document is the governing document that guides the operations of the All People's Congress. With respect to the letter of which the former National Secretary General, Ambassador Usman Fodeyan Saneh, wrote notifying the public that on the 13th day of November 2014, NAC has passed a resolution that appoints NAC Investigating Committee. That letter was challenged by the none other person, the late Dr. Jengo Stevens, challenging that letter and referring to it that it is a blatant misrepresentation because on that day, NAC never discussed any short resolution, neither sanction or appoint any committee to investigate, as that letter has stated. In that same meeting, the former Vice President was present, and he also affirmed, and many will testify, who were in that NAC meeting on the 13th of November 2014, that no short resolution was passed. And on the 6th of March, the National Secretary General notified the former Vice President, 2015 to be specific, that he has been expelled pursuant to the recommendation of that so-called NAC Investigating Committee. On the 26th of March 2015, the former Vice President appealed after he had challenged his dismissal as Vice President by the former President. That appeal has, up to this day, not been heard. Going further, I will leave the rest for the leader to address the rest of the issues. Ladies and gentlemen, I will now take the opportunity to welcome the Chief of Staff, the Right Honorable BMT.
Thank you very much. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to make it very brief because we're here to listen to one person and one person alone, and that's the former Vice President. And we will soon be on the mic to tell you why we're all gathered here this afternoon. But my task here is going to be very brief, which is to present to you the man of the moment for today. Back in the 60s, a child was born to a very prominent section chief in the Yamadu town of the Bafife section of Sandon Chiefdom in the Kano district, Eastern Sierra Leone. That child grew up in Kano and went to school between Kano and Freetown. Had the opportunity to leave this country, went out to the United States, came back as a businessman, very successful one in the extractive industry, diamond and gold, was very successful in that business until he was identified as early as 2005 by the All People's Congress political party, and eventually was elected by then leader Ernest Bai Koroma as his running mate. That child, and now that man, no less a person than the former Vice President, Alhaji Samsumana. Who is here today to talk to all of us about his political journey in the APC, his plans for now and going forward. So all the questions that you have had for many, many years now will hopefully be answered today. And thereafter, the Psalm 28 team will go out to the world to cascade that story, to make it more and more understandable, so that we will lay this matter to rest once and for all. Thank you very much. With that,
thank you very much, Mr. BMT. Without much ado, I will now present the podium to the main speaker, the Honorable former Vice President of Sierra Leone, Alhaji Chief Samuel Samsumana.
Chief Samuel Samsumana has been introduced already. We are still giving you a live coverage here on the political journey of Chief Samuel Samsumana, live here at Radisson Blue Hotel in Freetown. It's AYV. Keep watching.
Can I have this document, please?
Chief Samsumana has already taken the podium, and he's about to give a very spectacular speech here for a lot of people. It seems to be very
honorable members of Parliament, present and past, members of the All People's Congress political party, and all other political parties present here this afternoon, members of the Psalm 28 movement, both in Sierra Leone and in the diaspora, members of the Fourth Estate, our religious leaders present here this afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. In a way, I'm a little constrained with this in front of me. Can we remove it a little bit? It's been a long journey. A journey of life, a journey defining the moment of an individual, a journey defining the life and status of a nation and its people, to which we as Africans, specifically Sierra Leone, resolved to adopt a system of governance which was not initially ours, democracy, for, by, and of the people. We were ruled by kings and queens once upon a time, to which all the strongest man in the neighborhood will become the head of that community or nation. But today, in our acceptance of the doctrines of democracy, we are a civilized community yielding to the dictates of democracy. In so doing, the inception of political parties in which we resolved as a nation to kick against colonialism and adopt our state as an independent country and a democratic country to which the rule of law, separation of power has to prevail and be implemented in equality for all of us in whatever we do. In so doing, we resolved to which political parties were formed away from what we heard yesterday ruled by our colonial masters, to which our emancipation, our political emancipation, was embedded in us to make sure that Sierra Leone becomes a better country and taking the destiny into our own hands. Let us take away that cloak and resolve that the rule of law should prevail. And on that doctrine, we have a sacred document referred to as the Constitution of Sierra Leone, which stands supreme to any other document that is in our motherland, Sierra Leone. With the inception of political parties and the rule of law, the Constitution of Sierra Leone makes it abundantly clear that there is no other document that should supersede the Constitution of Sierra Leone according to Article 171, subsection 15 of the 1901 Constitution of Sierra Leone. In adherence to that particular clause of the Constitution, no political party should have the right or the temerity to have a constitution that will supersede the national constitution of Sierra Leone. That acts ultra-virus to the constitution of Sierra Leone. It is that very document that we, if we decide to act ultra-virus against, it is that very document that makes us president, ministers, honorable, or local councillors. So if we kick against that document, we are kicking against the very sacred document that has put us in authority to govern our state, and then we have been hypocritical to the country of this nation. I say to all my citizens, fellow Sierra Leoneans, I have resolved that in my sojourn as a second generation in the All People's Congress political party, to which my father, the late Chief Samsumana, was a member, found a member of the Komon-Tok Progressive Movement, which had to join the APC to bring leadership for the APC in the 1967 election. I am second generation APC. Our parents took bread and butter from our table for the sustenance of the APC. Our parents lost their lives for the sake of the All People's Congress Party. Had to share the blood. And some of them were even incarcerated for the sake of the All People's Congress. To which I say today, my father, as you can see back there, the man in that full cap, I should call it, Chief Samsumana, my dad, was in prison when my mother gave back to me in order for the sustenance of the APC party. So this epitomizes that I was born APC, and I'll leave APC, and I shall die APC. So let me pronounce it out there. To all those skeptics out there who have been assuming that Samsumana is in APC, a just scam, I have my birth certificate, which is that old yellow one with Lana, so will make me APC. Not your small card, make me APC. So on that note, I shall say no. I say no to anyone who shall stand in my way to say, you know, to me. The representation of my being in the APC, epitomizing what I stand for as Global Peace Ambassador. And that's what I will sustain in making sure there's peace in this country, to which our unity for all of us as citizens of this country to work together and develop Sierra Leone and make Sierra Leone a better country for us and our unborn children. I say to the skeptics, you don't have to be afraid. Nobody should vilify me. My religious tolerance, my religious faith does not teach me to revenge, but it teaches me to accept the other person and forgive them if they have wronged me. I have seen it. I have experienced it here and beyond the horizons. That life does not require you to give back in revenge. For once upon a time, there was a story, a very renowned story we all know, we are aware of, I believe. The story of King Solomon, the wisdom of King Solomon. When two women were together, they had babies, and one of them lost their baby. Overnight, took a dead baby and transferred the other baby to the lively one. The next day, they were in front of King Solomon. And then they decided who owns the baby. And then they said, it's me, both ways. Both women claimed the life of the baby. And at the end of the day, what happened? King Solomon, his wisdom, since we don't know who is the true mother of this baby, let us split the baby alive and give the two halves to each one of you. And then the one said, before you dissect or split this baby, give it to her. And then we knew what happened. And that is Samsumana. I will not stand by to see anybody disintegrate or put APC into test so that APC will fall again. I shall stand to make sure that and support APC to win the next election. I borrow that from the wisdom of Solomon to say that I shall not yield to those skeptics who believe that we are here to divide the APC. In so doing, what have they done? They've decided that Samsumana is an obstacle to them. We are not afraid of me. We said fair playing ground. We have adopted the principles of democracy. And if we have adopted the principles of democracy, why shouldn't we have fair playing ground and let the best man rule? Let us unify the APC party and show to the rest of the country and the world that we are a party in readiness to govern with sincerity and transparency. But if we do not do transparency or adopt transparency within our own party, what are we showing to the world? Is that the example? We have heard what the lawyer mentioned, the moderator. We have heard what they have done. What I did is today to let you know in this house and outside there in the diaspora and the rest of the world that I have done everything humanly possible since I was removed unconstitutionally in the APC as the second generation of the APC. I did not take to arms like other people did, like one of us did in the past, where we lost over 50,000 lives of our compatriots. Instead, what I did at that time, I had to run. For he who runs will live to fight another day. And I'm here to fight. I shall not be that individual will contribute towards anarchy in Sierra Leone. For those lives we lost yesterday, over 45,000 to 50,000 lives of our compatriots, recklessly, we stand and give a moment of silence to our fallen heroes of this great nation. May the souls rest in perfect peace. As we continue in the journey of making Sierra Leone a better place, in my little corner of the APC party, what we believe in, All People's Congress, is not some people's Congress. It's a Congress that defines the grassroots. It's a Congress or party that has shown from our forerunners of Shaka Province cities, wherein development came into this country irrespective of tribe, region, or ethnicity. And I say to all of you today, I shall forever be that individual who, being a very good apprentice of by Koroma, I'm a big brother and I'm a boss, I'm a brother, not to their business, what happened yesterday. But I'm very proud that nothing went wrong. It made me a better person. It made me to be exposed to see the world better. It made me to learn humanity. It led me to know the world and how to live with the next person. But I say to you, to the skeptics, let us come together and work together. And the unity of all of us will make Sierra Leone a better place for all of us and our born children. This is not the time to be afraid. This is not the time to go and say, Samsumana not qualified. When I was removed from office, I never took the APC party to court. I took the government of Sierra Leone to court. Why? Because you gave me the mandate and President Nkrumah in 2007 to govern this country under the sacred document of the Constitution, and which I took the oath of office to uphold and maintain the dignity of the Constitution of Sierra Leone, so help me Allah. So I had to do that. I had to do that to go to court and protect the Constitution of Sierra Leone, the integrity of the Constitution of Sierra Leone. When I did that, there was no fair judgment here. I said, I have given up my life for myself. My life is for the people of this nation, and I shall pursue it. When I did, and I was able to seek redress at the ECOWAS court and brought back justice to this nation, to which today the Constitution of Sierra Leone, nobody will ever tamper with it and do what they did to me again. We have done that. And when they said to me that I had left the APC, some of them, they talk saying I left APC, I go for one party. I'll say this in Creole, right to the camera. I not left APC, now grab them and grab me. I never left the APC. They kicked me out of my father's house. They kicked me out of Osage Lebu plant. I never formed a party. I was not the founder of the Coalition for Change. Coalition for Change, not to be formed party, C4C. Now other people then form her. And then my people of Kono land decided that you have to come and lead your party. Because the C4C was the resurrection of the Kono progressive movement from Tabasongo Mriwa. And we did what we did. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, let's remember the weeks of Shaka province service is arithmetic to make APC to win. He had to go to the east to carve out Kono from the rest of the southeast. And we did that and he won in the 1967 elections. It ran until he gave it to President Joseph Saidu Momo for the incident that took place. And after the civil strife, the senseless war, we came back. In 1996, APC lost because of the lack of the proper strategy or formula that was initiated by Shaka Province Stevens. In 2002, we lost again. In 2007, APC under Dr. Ernest Baikroma went back to the drawing table and I readopted the Shaka Stevens strategy and we won in 2007. With a repeat of that in 2012, we won again without no runoff. And then we reneged on that in the APC, and we lost in 2018. We repeated that again in 2023. We lost. So dear fellow comrades of the APC, this is a time of reckoning. This is the time of realization that we need to come back to the drawing table and do what is best. Every vote counts. Every vote counts to make us to win the elections, irrespective of ethnicity and irrespective of region. This is the time for the APC to nationalize the party, that it cannot be some people's party, it has to be all people's party. For those people that created the rift between me and my superior, Ernest Baikroma, I say to you, you have failed. I say to you, would have failed, yeah? Because for me, once I don't like you forever. No matter what you want to do, I have no time for that. We had resolved that, and in the videos and other instances, we have put that behind us to move forward. Me and President Kuruma, not to nobody in business. We don't come together. But when we have resolved that I have to come back to my father's party from no less a person but my superior, and it's by Kuruma, I acted to that. In consultation with my family and friends, we resolved and I came back to the APC. In 2020, I received a letter of reinstatement into the party. But then, how can you write a whole constitution just to disenfranchise an individual in 2022, making sure that you're making the mistake, the erroneous mistake, by inputting a clause that is ultra-various to the Constitution of Sierra Leone. Article 41 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone makes it abundantly clear the criteria that is required to become a presidential candidate in the All People's Congress and for Sierra Leone as a whole. This is echoed in Article 42 of the ECSL Act. Why should the political party act ultra-various to that one? Let we learn from we brother then at the greenhouse. They have expunged that. Let we self learn from best practice, if that's so to speak. So when all of that happened, the 2023 elections, I'm here to tell my story, to let you know that I was denied not to contest the 2023 election. They say I'm not qualified. And I said to them, no wahala, no problem, no problem. I said that in humility, in tolerance, and in endurance. And then what happened? He allowed another Sierra Leonean, the name of Paul Almami Bangura, aka Paul Pajero, to contest. And why was I disqualified? They said I belonged to another party for the elections in 2023. And that was to say, because I was reinstated in 2020, does not make the 5-year clause that they had inputted in the Constitution. But Paul Almami Bangura, little did they know that he was the running mate in the CDP party. And why would you allow him to contest and disenfranchise just individual? So this is the time for APs to realize and expunge that ugly discriminatory clause in our Constitution and make sure that we bring everybody on board. Equality, parity, transparency. That is what the President Chairman has been advocating, but is that being implemented? So with that, after they had resolved and I decided to pick up my new card, I was issued the 2023 membership by the Secretary General. And I looked at him, I laughed. The Secretary General, the time where I will be member of APC, Nana P did something. Because it was in 1982 that I first received my APC membership card under the Secretary General of the party, E.T. Kamara. That was the card I received. But my biological card, as pointed from my father, was in 1962. So, now you tell me being a new member, honorary foundation member, and then we proceeded. Because of that, I went and took my matter to the Elders Council of the party, and they resolved that they should give me my rightful card and allow me to contest. Hey, Bo, not to fulfill the company now. That happened. And what next? The Elders Council, in their intervention, they never listened to them. Matter of fact, on one occasion, we went to the party office to discuss the matter. Nobody showed up on their side. We endured all of that. I said, because I've been wrong, I'm not behind. We continued. And I persevered to make sure that we can resolve the issues of our party within the party. No, not take the dirty clothes outside. Let us resolve our intra-party disputes amicably. For I stand as an epitome of peace in the APC, that when we resolve the issue of Samsumana, I shall serve as the ambassador to go out there and make sure people like Mohamed Bangura to come back to the APC. And I shall endeavor to reach out to other people to make sure that they come back to the APC. I shall serve as that ambassador. When I'm not afraid, there's no guarantee that any one of us in this room will see tomorrow. So why do you fight as if you don't have faith? It's all vanity. But let's respect the next person. When you respect me, you're not only respecting me, you are respecting my own people of Kono land. You are giving a future to the youth of this nation. But when you try to segregate against an individual, expecting fair play, you are only shooting yourself in the foot. It happened in the past, and we should renege on such errors. So on that note, I proceeded within the party to the next level of making my complaint to the National Grievance and Disciplinary Handling Committee of the party. And in that, it was a shame that an organ within the party that has the mandate to adjudicate properly said they don't have the jurisdiction, ignoring the fact that in the very constitution we were talking about, in Article 60E of that very constitution, makes it abundantly clear that they have the mandate to handle internal disputes within the party. And they said, we cannot. Perhaps we're going to appeal court. I don't want to go court. But I have to say to you, since we have exhausted all remedies within the party, let me say to you all, I have resolved, and the entire membership of the Psalm 28, and my people that are with me nationwide, that we shall proceed to the PPRC to seek remedy. We shall proceed. As I stand here, we have already tendered our documents, and they are with the PPRC, and we are waiting for them to invite us to go in. But if APC can't give me a card today, I will talk to kids don't know. Let the best man win. Would I get value? They get value. 2 shillings and 1 pound, not to the same. 2 shillings and 1 pound, not to the same. What I have to deliver to the ABC will not plenty. But I assure you, we are Chinese people from Kono land. And I encourage all of us that the APC is the party we're going to make this country change. Me have been good apprentice to the boss. No left what I been do. But indeed, at that time, the infrastructure, evidence-based, speaks for itself. That you will agree with me that that beautiful team of Sam and Anes will create development in this country. And those evil people that plunder that away from you, woe upon them again. Let us be the harbingers of peace. Let us be the harbingers of unity for the APC and for Sierra Leone. For only in unity shall we be able to develop our country. And when we unite our country, we'll be able to have Sierra Leone a better country for all of us. With the aspect of making sure that good governance is adhered to, which means separation of power, rule of law, and no corruption will help us. The aspects of socio-economic activities will enhance the livelihood and betterment of this country. For we have so much, yet we have nothing. Let us arise as Sierra Leoneans, as patriotic Sierra Leoneans, proactive Sierra Leoneans, that we have to work together to redeem our country. I am not only working for the resurrection of the APC, but for the redemption of Sierra Leone. And you are my partners in that redemption crusade. Thank you very much.
We are still here at the Radisson Blue Hotel in Freetown. We have just heard from Chief Samuel Samsumana. It's not really very succinct about his declaration as flag bearer of the APC, but he really spoke a lot about the very fact that the Act number 6 of the 1991 Constitution is ultra vires. Of course, it's the gronom of the state, even above the APC party. And based on what he has spoken, it seems as if Chief Samsumana is strongly relying on the Constitution, that if there is an opportunity for him to be flag bearer of the party, of course, the APC Constitution cannot really be an obstacle. It's been very interesting here, Mohamed Bakar Kamara. Of course, you've heard from Chief Samuel Samsumana. He has spoken a lot. Among other things that I was really able to grasp from his speech is the very fact that he is so keen about Act number 6 of the 1991 Constitution that it is above every decision from the APC, even though the APC is very dogmatic at the moment about their new constitution when it comes to appointment of flag bearer of the party, he has really made it very clear that the party should really focus on the 1991 constitution that says if you want to be a leader or president of Sierra Leone, you have to be an active member of a political party in section 41.
Well, Anyake, you have just said it all, but now it's interesting how all of this will pan out, considering the fact that the APC has certain clause in its constitution which stated that you should be active members for 5 years if you have left the party. That will be interesting how all of this will play out. But one thing that is clear, Chief Samsumana has made it categorically clear that he has the right to be in APC, and he is willing to fight for the party for them to come to power. But in all of this, what people will be saying, or if you go online now, many people have different opinion, mixed reaction towards his statements today. It is an interesting statement, and it is centered around politics, governance, and how he can position himself for flag bearer. Exactly. But one thing that I take key to heart has to do with his willingness to come to the party, his willingness to forgo what have happened over the years, and how prepared he is to fight for the party. That's an interesting one.
Exactly, Mohamed Bakar Kamara. You will find out that he's really very keen about unity within the political party, and it seems as if he doesn't really want to leave the APC based on what he has spoken. We have to take him by his word today based on what he has said. He still wants to be part of the APC, and he's really preaching national cohesion within the political party. Of course, the coordinator of the program is just encouraging people to get seated, but it seems as if the climax of the entire program has really elapsed, because a lot of people were expecting a speech from Chief Samsumana, and he has really given his speech. We are still here at the Radisson Blu Hotel, giving you a live coverage on the political journey of the former president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Chief Samuel Samsumana. I'm here with my colleague Mohamed Bakar Kamara. It's been a very interesting session here. We have a lot of stakeholders within the political sector, even within APC. We even have a former member of the All People's Congress, Mr. Mohamed Bangura. Welcome to AYV.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Good to see you.
Thank you very much.
All right. So, what do you make of the speech from Chief Samuel Samsumana?
Chief Samsumana, it's a brilliant speech, and he laid the facts. The fact here is you cannot make a constitution for one man, and I have said this long ago that you cannot write a constitution for one person. And in this case, they wrote this constitution for Chief Samsumana.
From his speech, it seems as if he doesn't really want to leave the APC, and he is really expecting you, who have left the APC, to be part of the APC again.
No, don't say that. I was kicked out of the APC. All right, myself.
But he said it.
I was kicked out of the APC, so I pray for him to take over APC.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is really forward-looking so far, based on what you've heard from his speech?
Very positive. Very positive.
So you don't have any plan of going back to the APC like him?
For now, I'm PDP survey. I'm PDP survey for now.
All right. That's very interesting there from Mohamed Bangura, former member of the All People's Congress. We are still here at the Radisson Blu Hotel, giving you a live coverage on what is happening. It's the political journey of the former vice president, I beg your pardon, of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Chief Samuel Samsumana, who has just given a speech about his political journey. This is AYV TV. We'll continue to give you more updates on what is happening here. Keep watching as we continue to give you more details on this particular event.
This is a moment of truth. It's a moment of reality. So let's prepare questions. We're going to entertain approximately 10 questions from you. So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, Mr. Moderator.
5 of those questions, we want to take questions from the fourth estate and the general public. Please state your name and be very brief with your questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. My name is Bawa Sheikh Mustafa, editor of Global Times newspaper. Honorable former Vice President, with all what you have gone through in the APC, some of which I am a witness to, do you think you have a future in the APC? That is one. Secondly, also, do you think the PPRC will be able to address your concern? And if not, would you go to court, for instance, to seek redress? Thank you very much.
That was supposed to be one question, but you asked 2 questions. I know what it's made of. I know what Sheikh Bawa is made of. And I have no hesitation to let you know that I am 2nd generation, as I mentioned, in the APC. And I believe that this problem will be resolved. And I have the faith that it will be resolved. Because not too long ago, President Nkrumah, through the national executive that visited him, gave them the mandate that they should resolve few issues, inclusive the Samsumana issue and the Samura Kamara issue. So it is left with them to resolve this matter. And coming out and going this far, I am sure that we'll be able to resolve our intra-party issue. The next level, as you question about PPRC, and PPRC has the mandate, according to the PPRC Act, to delve into intra and inter-party matters. And I believe that they are a capable organ or institution that will be able to dispense justice. This is not the first case they are having from APC. Recently, they resolved the issue of Sylvia Olaika Blyden, doctor, for our membership. Samsumana cannot be an exception. Thank you. You further into the issue of court. As you can see, I've already concluded that as if it's going to end there. I have to say to you that I will stop at nothing to make sure justice is done. Not for me, but for you. You agree with me, as I've mentioned, and you were a close follower of me in those challenging times, that I worked assiduously to restore the dignity and respect of the Constitution of Sierra Leone. I shall not tire, I shall not relent. I will make sure that justice is done to everyone, not only for me, but for everyone I will as members of the party. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Shall we go to the lady at the back?
It's question and
Good
answer
afternoon.
time.
I am Filma Sise, editor of Public Review newspaper. Mr. Former Vice President, during your tenure, you took some thoughts to get decisive actions, such as the shutting down of the Grafton radio station and the establishment of the Independent Police Complaints Board. How does those decisions reflect your board and leadership philosophy? Thank you.
Of course, the former Vice President, you had him on the previous question. He gave his answer that nothing could really stop him from going to court.
Leadership is divine, and justice has no fear or favor. In my responsibilities, I had the fear of my maker. For when you're in leadership, you have dominion over your fellow human beings. Dispense with fear of God, and then respect your citizenry. Things that happen that I had to take tough action was not from me. It was the institution when the legislative body of this country had passed the bill to make it as laws of this country. I was there in the executive to adhere to what the legislative had given to us to go by. That was our Bible. So taking actions and bringing peace to the country, it was very important. It was a very crucial time when I had to take the action of shutting down those two radio stations. We were coming from a bloody civil war. And remember, it was only a radio station in Rwanda that caused the death of over 800,000 Rwandese. So it was imperative that if two radio stations wanted to be nuisance in our society, we were not ready to run again. We are here in peace. And I had to take that bold action to shut the radio stations down. And I promise you, when you make me president again, I shall do what it requires to enjoy your peace, freedom, and liberty in this country.
Chief Samsumana has just spoken about some of the reforms that he made when he was in leadership. We are still here giving you a live coverage on his political journey. In case you listen, of course, you watch AYV TV. We there and we give you live coverage on the political journey of former Vice President Chief Samsumana.
I'm also the chairman of the Guild of Newspaper Editors. And I think this has become a problem for us as journalists. Whenever there is press conference, we see lots of political people, especially when it's coming from political parties. And we've raised that with both political parties, and I think that some journalists may not ask critical question, because it may seem intimidating to them. Now to my question. Mr. Former Vice President, you said what happened between you and former President Kuma is nobody's business, and that is your brother. Going for the leadership of the APC and subsequently the President of Serbia, those are albatos that will be on your neck that you have to clarify. That's one, you said you are going to sponsor the party for the 2007 election, you didn't sponsor. Two, that you said you are a Muslim, you are not a Muslim. So those are issues you should clarify. And then secondly, you said that you are APC, you leave APC and you die APC. I could recall in 2018 in the runoff, there was a statement from the APC appealing to you to come to the party, and you have a decision at that time to make, critical decision. You did not make any decision. You did not support any of the two major political parties. Don't you think that is what they are using against you? Because in Creole, we have the saying that when the host they on fire, you knock out water. Now when the host don't burn, like they out water. So what would you say to those things? Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Those are critical questions there from Thomas Dixon.
He left the one that I was born in APC. And I'll leave him that APC, Thomas. Thomas has been a very close follower since the time I was in office, and his mentor in journalism was someone very close to my heart. May his soul rest in perfect peace. And I say to you, Thomas, You cannot run away from yourself. Your identity is your identity. No matter what's the circumstance or circumstances, you are yourself. You cannot run away from yourself. I was born APC, lived APC, and died APC. I will die APC. I will say this because there's no albatross on my neck. Because at the time when the 2018 elections, there are things that happened that never saw the face of daylight. We're in the back office. It was I, myself, that went to one of the seniors in this country, and I told him, call President Komon-Tok. I did that. He's my witness. And those people that were present, they are our witnesses. And I resolved that we should do that. And I took the message. And when I went back, my people were very angry in my stronghold from here and there. In leadership, you have to be mindful of how you speak, or else you can create forever damnation. You are very tactful in your journalism. I know you very well to fingertip. I know how you play around things. So we are politicians, Thomas. What I told my people, I said, when woman take nerve for court plus us, they cut in hand. What did they do? They throw the nerve, not to so. I saw the blood stop. What did they do? You know, I'm trying to tell Thomas that I'm in a chief degree. And then the second part, in conclusion, I said to them, we said trap. That's before you put an also. When the trap is suicide to go. Thank you very much. We believe to that. Life is not a pleasant journey. It's full of ups and downs. But that makes life more interesting. The ups and downs, the all which we go through, makes us better people.
This is a press conference, and of course, we're expecting more journalists to ask questions. But it seems as if some of our colleagues are really intimidated because it's a political gathering. But the former vice president is very receptive in answering most of questions here this afternoon.
Manager YTV Color blog. My question to the former vice president: a lot of critics, well, I call them critics, and people who claim to know you better always says, you know they forgive. That is one of the things that is almost everywhere in this country. Why you think they say this? I will quote that. Why do you think that is always been said? And the other question I think is, Chief, what's the relationship between you and the authorities of Komon District, especially the traditional leaders? Thank you very much. Mohammed Maniaga.
Thank you very much, YTV. It's better you say YTV. My relationship with the traditional leaders is perfect. I hail from that institution, and I've protected the integrity of that institution, in office and out of office, so to speak. I make a tinap na no COI, no ACC, no run after me. They say, Chief became not a thief man. And the issue you mentioned, and they say a lot of forgive, but he doesn't forgive. To start with, look at the data itself. All that happened to me in the APC. What did I do? I'm back in the APC. But for some, they have gone. What did you talk? What did you talk now? What would you talk to someone or say to someone that having gone through such challenges, And I decided to put that behind me and move on. But there are better days ahead in life. I told you, he who runs will live to fight another day. And I'm back. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We are still here at the Radisson Blue Hotel. It's the political journey of the former Vice President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Chief Samuel Samsumana. He has actually given his speech about his political journey, but we have a lot of questions here, in as much as this program is designed to be a press
of the Times
conference.
Newspaper. Honorable Vice President, former Vice President, in your presentation, you made a reference to Section 56B of the APC Constitution, which discriminates and contravenes 1991 Constitution. My concern here, we all know when political parties draft their constitution, these constitutions are gazetted before being adopted. If you have concerns of this before this time, why not raise objections before this constitution was gazetted initially? Why not raise objection, and why now? Don't you think you are fighting a losing battle for the fact that the constitution has been gazetted? That's one. Secondly, there was this issue about your unlawful dismissal, even though the Supreme Court had their own interpretation about the law. And you took the matter to the Supreme Court, and at the end of the day, you were forced to take the matter again to the ECOWAS court. You took the matter to the ECOWAS court. And at the ECOWAS court, a decision was arrived, a ruling was made in your favor. And as we speak, irrespective of the fact that the ECOWAS court took a decision on your favor, the government of Sierra Leone did not go by those decisions as we speak. Now you have plans to take this matter to the PPRC. And you and I know the way institutions in this country operate. There are political interference, and most of these institutions, they are governed by orders from above. What if you go to the PPRC and again you are denying of your rights about the concerns raised about the discrimination clause in the APC Constitution? What will be your last option?
Thank you very much. This question will be answered by one of the legal.
It's a very question. It's a very critical question with a legal background. So,
thank you very much.
A legal practitioner is about to answer Sati's question.
Or seem to be very legal in its nature. So, because it is legal, I'll provide a basis, and I'll situate my answer in the context of legality. You referenced Section 56B of the APC's 2022 Constitution. Now, in answer to that, I will refer you to Section 171(15) of the Constitution of Sierra Leone, Act Number 6 of 1991. The import and spirit of that particular provision is such that the Constitution of Sierra Leone, its provisions are superior and supreme to any other law, including the APC's constitution. So any other constitution is a subsidiary of the national constitution. The provision further states that the constitution remains the groundnum. What is the groundnum? It is the highest law of the land. Any law that contravenes or that is inconsistent with the provisions of the national law is, to the extent of that inconsistency, null and void. It is to the extent of such irregularity, if it is, a nullity. So in essence, when the APC makes laws, the party as a party reserves the right to make laws, no doubt. But when it makes its laws, it must be in sync with the national laws. It cannot be at variance with the national laws. When it is, then there is a fundamental problem. And I'm sure that is the reason why the leader, Chief Alhaji Samsumana, is here, because He's a member of the party because he's a party picking, to put in context. He has said this issue is an issue of familial solutions. So if a party can do, it's a human law, it can be corrected. So the APC still has the chance to go back to the drawing board and correct it in the best interest of Sierra Leone and in the best interest of the political party as an institution. Thank you very much.
The question has already been answered by one of the lawyers of
to contribute to that
Chief
Samsumana. When the draft of the 2022 Constitution was put out, I wrote a letter warning the party of the discriminatory effect of that particular clause and its unconstitutionality, and advised that they remove that particular addition to that clause, that they have to go in conformity with Section 41 of the Sierra Leone 1991 Constitution Act number 6. But they renege on that. So it is for them, I warn them that in the future, this particular clause will cause legal challenges for the party. And we are there now. With respect to the question regarding him taking the decision of the court with respect to the case of Alhaji Chief Samsumana versus the Attorney General and Victor Fo, not versus APC. And the decision of the Supreme Court is clear. They rule within the premise of what they brought before them. Samsumana is saying that Section 50 and 51, which gives the electorates are the ones that elect the president and the vice president. And there is a prescribed procedure to remove the president. And they have to go to parliament for them to evoke impeachment proceedings. Whilst Alex Kumar came with Section 40, sub 1, as saying that he has the supreme executive authority. And the court ruled in the premise that in the interest of chaos and the public interest, they cannot even entertain the injunction in removing Victor Fo as vice president as he has been selected. It will create chaos. In the interest of peace, they rule against him. However, they even mentioned in that ruling, notwithstanding that the party had not addressed his appeal, which is within the 30 days period that Section 811 in the appeal section gives him the right to appeal within the 30 days period. He had appealed on the 26th. His expulsion was on the 6th of March 2015. He appealed 20 days within that period. Up till today, it has not been heard. Having said that, even when he was served the reinstatement letter, he paid all his dues from 2016 to 2023, including till 2024 and 2025. He even went further to pay his flag bearer fee. Can a non-member pay a fee for them to, they did not reject, neither say, oh, you are not a member. They did not do that. By their conduct itself, they have acknowledged the fact that his expulsion was unlawful and he has been reinstated with all his rights. Thank you very much.
All right, it's very critical here from some of the legal practitioners on the side of Chief Samsumana, and it seems as if there is not going to be any obstacle if Chief Samsumana may really want to be a flag bearer of the APC. It appears as if there will not be any obstacle. Bakar.
Yes, I think considering the fact that they have just highlighted some important portions of the law, which has to do with him being a full membership of the party since 2016. That's an interesting one.
Very, very.
That has not been brought up by the APC, neither been mentioned in any of. And if an individual paid up his membership or any dues into the party, I think there should be some sort of consideration.
Exactly. It's very forward-looking here. Let's just listen to another answer here from one of our colleagues, Marion from Epic Radio.
Let me say, I've already mentioned that we have tendered our documents to the PPRC. So we don't want to prejudice anything here. So good for that. Madam, Epic Radio, very interesting. I was even listening to your station this morning. One of such people, John Koroma, and clearly elucidated some of the issues about Samsumana. And I have to say to you that I don't blame you, you're a very busy person. Sorry. I'm sure you don't have time for a lot of social media here and there. But I've mentioned this in the past, in several quarters, that I did not form the C4C. I never went to PPRC for second one. It was after C4C was formed that I was called upon by my people, and that is Sierra Leone, that they see that leadership in me to head the C4C. After the elections, well, I told them, in my father's mansion, there are many rooms. For I shall go and prepare a place for you, and I shall call you C4C to come in the APC house for us to dwell. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we're still having a lot of answers here. Of course, the former vice president is very keen about answering questions here. Of course, my colleague. Hello. Okay. AYV was called, but I think somebody is about to also ask another question.
I came from the same state, Minnesota, where you were. So my question is, after all what you've gone through the APC, they treated you badly. You know, you were removed from office unconstitutionally. I was one of your big fans. I've never met you at that time. I fought in a lot of APC forum in diaspora that what ADK was unconstitutional. The vice president and president is constitutional. You have to go through parliament and do impeachment. Now, my question is, do you think it was the right decision for you to come back to the APC? And there are critics out there saying you are only in this for yourself. Samsumana wanted to become president because he has ego and he wanted to revenge. So what will you say to those critics that you're not in this for revenge or for ego? You're in this for the sake of people.
Thank you very much. Well, I'm happy that thank you very much for your support from a distance, from the state of 10,000 acres, to which we have served as mentors for some of you. When I was in Minnesota, the black population was only 6%. And we went through all of the racism to make sure that people like you were able to enjoy what you enjoyed while you sojourned in Minnesota. Because I believe in equity. I believe in parity. I don't believe in revenge. It's foolhardy for someone to think like that when you're in leadership. My brother, in leadership, you have to be tolerant. And in leadership, you have to be humble. And in leadership, you should endure. THE. That's my mantra. For I have decided to resolve that I should be the one to caress my miseries. When I caress my miseries, I'll be in control. My problems should not subsume me. And when I say this, I'm doing that not for myself. I have said it clearly this afternoon, that I am in this not for me, but I want you to be part of the crusade for the redemption of Sierra Leone. So don't think I'm self-centered or egocentric in doing what I'm trying to pursue. No, I'm saying it's a public perception. Don't worry, it's not personal. You're from Minnesota, I'm saying I'm a big brother. So to speak, and whatever it is, I have to say to you this afternoon that for those skeptics saying that is in for good, it's not the end of the day. I come from a very lucrative private sector. But I had to put that aside because what I was getting was only for my pocket. I have to give you an example. You spoke about, or we all talked about Bill Gates once upon a time. We talked about people like Rockefeller once upon a time, right? These were people that were very rich people in their own domain. And today we talk about Elon Musk. But there are other set of people in life I refer to as Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, and Mother Teresa. What is the difference between these two sectors? These people they are in for their own pocket. It was when it's overfilled, they give back as a charity. But the other, Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, and Mother Teresa, they gave their lives to humanity. And you don't find the bust of those rich people today, but you find the bust of Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, or Martin Luther King, or Mother Teresa. And what is Samsumana said that? Money not vanity. No. It's what you do for your people that will be remembered. I have set the record that no more again shall anyone remove unconstitutionally the Vice President of Sierra Leone across the world. Thank you.
Of course, one of our colleagues might be interested in that question.
We have explained a lot and elaborate on so many points. But in all of this, do you accept any personal responsibility for circumstances that led to your removal? Finally, if denied the flag bearership role, will you remain in the APC or consider another political party?
Give me a chance. What was the first part of your question again?
Do you take any responsibility in all of this that led to your removal?
You know, like I said earlier, life is not a smooth path. You dine with people, and there's something else. I'm a lover of reggae music, and the great about Nelson Mali said, "Some will eat and drink with you, and behind is also coming." The very people that I dined with and called them my own were the very ones that became the brutalists against me. But yet, when the day of reckoning came, he came up and said, all we do talk about it, Samsumana and allow. I have seen judgments on that, and I've pardoned them. We are all brothers and sisters. All is nothing, it's vanity. It makes my CV more richer and tells you my level of tolerance, as I mentioned to you, and my level of endurance, as I mentioned to you. And the other aspect of your question, the second part, what is the guarantee, as I mentioned? Say, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm here, maybe I will not see 8 p.m. If my maker says, calls me, I'm out. But I want justice to be real. And I want to work for what this man stood for. And what this man did, he was incarcerated for his ideology. And that's what's in my DNA. It's not an issue of me becoming president, not to power, say I forbid power, president. But power get new ideas for see how the country for good and sin. But me, Samsumana, feels there should be justice for everyone. Some people will frown at me. These people don't like you still fashion it. I say, once you go ask me, Papa, let spirit not slap me because that day left me. I am sorry, but in an APC, we are born Thomas, we are lived Thomas, and I will die Thomas.
All right, I think a lot of questions have been asked, and the former Vice President is still answering some of these questions. Some of them are questions.
Like pension and security. We have seen where former members of parliament and former ministers have received their own. And for my understanding up to now, you don't have facilities. Why are you going to serve on that?
Thank you very much. Thanks for your concern about my welfare. but more so what should prevail in a democracy. I accept the fact that, yes, I have not been given what is my due as former vice president, but I'm sure the government will work on it. We government, you get debt for government, you know the rotting. Government get debt for you know the rotting. One day they will pay me. And I'm sure when you make me president, they're not paying me now, I will pay myself. But guess what? It's nothing for me. It will go into another area that I have committed my life to. So please, thank you for your concern on raising that matter. Exactly, we should not ridicule our nation. We should not put that in the fore for the international community to see that. Yeah, they shame too much from the country. I want to make sure that Sierra Leone is showcased out there as an example for other countries to emulate, like it happened in the past when Sierra Leone was known as the Athens of West Africa, or the first country with a court of appeal in the sub-region, or the country with the first radio station on Komon-Tok, the Athens of West Africa that gave that knowledge to Nigerians and Ghanaians that have excelled today in their countries. Let us go back to that and not to be crippling from the bottom. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. I am Honorable Zalindaya Smith, Chairperson for former members of Parliament. I've listened with rapt attention to the presentation of the Honorable Vice President, and he spoke extensively on his peace mantra and how he has represented Sierra Leone on other platforms as peace ambassador. There are issues right now, an impasse between the party and the electoral justice team. What steps have you taken as peace ambassador to bring these two factions together? That's one. Because they say the buy for sweet, not by the bachelor's eve. If you want to bring peace to the party, as you did state, that Mohamed Bangula and others, you bring them to the party. Do you want to wait till you're given the platform to run as the flag bearer before you bring everybody on board? Or have you taken any step at all to bring peace to the party? That's one. I have a pregnant question. And my second question, the previous speaker, or before the previous speaker, did ask if you are not fortunate to be given the flag, would you support the party? Now, we've seen in 2018 and 2023, of which I happen to be the technical lead to the campaign manager. You were really not much visible in that campaign. And I can understand why. Because you were still fighting to be recognized as an APC person after you have submitted your application to be readmitted or reinstated into the party. You were not much visible. Are we going to see the same thing in an event that you deny the flag bearer at the next National Delegates Conference? Because as it is now, we have over 20-something aspirants, including your very self, and I hope that that cloth is expunged so that it will be a level playing field for everyone. Out of 20-something aspirants, the chances are very slim in this convention for anyone to claim victory if we go on a level playing field as we're hoping. What if we do not emerge? Would you support the party wholeheartedly? Would we see you campaign alongside whoever will emerge? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'll start with your last question, which I had already shed light on from the question that you referred to. I had mentioned that to me, all is vanity, but respect for the next person is very important. The respect for me and the respect of my own people is very important. If we have to go back, like I mentioned, that there was an agreement between the APC and the Kono Progressive Movement, the Civil Progressive Movement, and on the 24th of October 1964, between Shaka Province Stevens and Tambasongo Brewer, which the APC has never adhered to. I have to say to you that in my own domain, we have one person at a time that will stand out as the leader of Kono land. And it was Tambasongo Brewer then came the Abu Kroma. Today, the lot has fallen on me. I have the moral responsibility to protect the integrity of my people. And that is why I'd ask that they should do what they were supposed to do. And at that time, in the 2023 elections, for the 2023 election, you never saw me because presidential aspirant, Dr. Samsumana Kamara, in a meeting held at my house with all of the, almost 90% of the executive and his campaign team, he agreed that the next day they would issue my letter of reinstatement, which never saw daylight. And my people gave me the message. They say if you don't get a letter, they don't come here. So who than me, or who against me that didn't me there? I want their blessing. That's why he never saw me. When I gave him my piece of advice, I didn't think that my friend and brother who refer to us each other. We call each other commonly as Kamalo, Kamalo. He calls me Kamalo, I call him Kamalo. And then that could have been resolved. But still, I'm sure he said something to me, which I know will put in public domain. To me, is my friend and my brother. So when you ask about me going out to campaign, citing one or two people, I will not resolve. Let justice prevail. Let us be respected for who we are, not some people's Congress. It should be all people's Congress. And that integrity, by earning that integrity, because election is numerical, it has to be number-based. Every vote counts. You cannot say it's a particular region or district. It has to be the whole country. So if we say it's the whole country, let us nationalize APC. And when we shall have nationalized APC, even I become the flag bearer or not, we will see it map at Amotkari campaign and give my support to what he taught me to be. And what was the other question again? You said your question was pregnant. I answered.
What steps have you taken?
Okay, in the area of peace. Before the EJ came into effect, we had what was called tripartite, and it's ongoing. You will recall that before the tripartite report came in June last year, there was all this commotion of chaos, etc., that was looming around, as if the country was seething with violence again. What did I do? In my capacity as a former statesman, or as a statesman, so to speak, and also in my capacity as a global peace ambassador for the declaration of peace and cessation of wars in the world, which I am one of 25 people in the world, I cannot give peace a chance or preach peace somewhere else and I don't give peace in my backyard. It will be hypocritical on my part. What did I do? Before the due date of the tripartite report, I went to the Independent Peace Commission and asked them that I don't want us to have a knee-jerk reaction. What is happening now in the social media and what the government party in governance, they are now mooting, it's not good for us. If I can be used by your organization, I'm ready to be part of it to preach peace. I proceeded to the Interreligious Council and met with them, and I explained to them that once upon a time, you stood in front of the barrier just to mitigate peace for us in this country. And I smelled unrest. And sensing unrest, I want you to intervene so that there will be peace. I forwarded to the chairman of Council of Paramount Chiefs so that he can disseminate that message to his rest of his membership or our traditional leaders. And I spoke also to Dr. Samsumana Kamara. I went to his house very early in the morning, and I talked to him. He's my friend, he's my brother. And I talked to him, I preached this to him. Not to do or die. We have to be careful. Looking at what had happened when they stormed this house the other day for August 26th, and I advised that we should give this a chance. And that's the same day I continue to do that in my own backyard. You are my witness. You know what happened. The very people that were so much there as the Caesars of my life. You saw them dining with me. You saw me visiting them. You saw us in pictures. You saw us in all pleasantries. I'll continue to give this a chance. For peace is the foundation for development. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Former Vice President. Thank you. My name is Dr. Sayo Sori Mara. I'm the former Director General of the ONS and advisor to President. I'm currently the chairman of the APC in Adogo District and a member also of the National Disciplinary and Grievance Handling Committee. Technically, I'm the security advisor for the APC. I am here not to ask a question, but to make certain cautionary statements that will be an embodiment of our political party, the APC. I have served in critical situations, and the former president, Anas Kuruma, knows that very well. The role I've played to intercede and discuss issues concerning the former vice president, by extension, our sister Diana, and even the former First Lady, Madam Kuruma. So I have done a lot. So that is why I'm here also today to re-emphasize and reiterate some of these things. The leader has made his statement. It is clear, it is transparent, and the modus operandi of this particular session is to see how he will be 100% integrated into the party so that we can win the 2028 elections, which is the most important. We shouldn't, and we must not lose focus on that. That is the most important. And I will courteously and most respectfully advise our leader to talk to the brothers and sisters, the supporters of the APC. And I wouldn't want people to misconstrue the Psalm 28 movement as a sort of dichotomy from the mainstream of the party. Because if that happens, then it will not be good for the total fabric of the party. The Psalm 28 movement should be recalibrated and explained in detail to people. It is not a movement against the APC. It is an integral part of the APC movement to win the elections. In light of that, therefore, people might want to use this as a Trojan horse or a mendacity to undermine the fundamental strength of the ABC party. But in leadership, as we know, we should have also the courage and the foresight to know how to talk to our people so that things don't go out of hands. Misunderstandings, just like the leader said here, ought to happen. But as individuals, as enlightened people, we have the locus and we have the capability to sit down, to handle the issues. The last point of contact where the issue came from, I'm a member of that particular committee, the Disciplinary and Grievance Handling Committee. We did our best, and at the end of the day, we said also that the leaders of the party should also continue to work with the former vice president so as to see how we can be able to peacefully and amicably handle the situation. So having said that, I have the courage to encourage His Excellency to see how we can continue to work in the interest of the party. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your piece of advice and adhering to peace and advocating how best we can resolve our impasse. I don't believe in knee-jerk reaction. I believe in setting the modus operandi, as you mentioned, for every organization. That is the reason why the Psalm 28, which, like other people, have their own within the APC party, we are not a movement outside of the party. We are only as a movement within the party. You are my witness, and many of us here, that some of the rantings or the political cacophony that have been ongoing in the media, that needs to be addressed immediately. I repeat, the political cacophony that has been ongoing from representatives of the party in the media has to be addressed. Because when you are given a place of responsibility, you have to act responsibly. I stand on the story of the Imam this afternoon, Komon-Tok today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will call on Madam Nene Touye. Madam Saliba Kagu.
We are still here
Thank you very much, everyone, for
giving you live coverage
this is the end
on
of the
questions
and answer session.
of the former Vice President
Madam
of the Republic
Kagu
of Sierra Leone
is going to give the vote of thanks.
Thank you, sir. Honorable former Vice President, our mother in the house, wife of the former Vice President, honorable MPs here present, party officials, invited guests and dignitaries, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Standing before you here, I am Mrs. Saleh M.A. Kago, the Regional Coordinator of the Psalm 28
movement in the southern region. Today, indeed, is a remarkable day in our lives as APCs. To this, I take the golden opportunity to thank Almighty God for making this day possible. With God, all things are possible. God has made it possible to make this occasion a great success. Thank you, God, and we are ever grateful to you, our Maker and our Master. I thank God again for giving strength and energy for making it possible for our invited guests to attend this press conference. At this juncture, on behalf of the Psalm 28 movement, I thank all our invited guests for taking time off their busy schedules to grace this all-important occasion. May God reward you all. Additionally, I thank the management of the Radisson Blu for providing us this venue. All media personnel here present, please share this valuable information you have received so that everybody will know the true story of Chief Alhaji Sidiki Samsumana. For this, I thank you most sincerely, and may God reward you for this good job. Over again, I thank you all for coming, and I want to thank the organizers, the team, the Psalm 28 team that made this conference possible, did all the arrangements, all the running, all the sleepless nights, all the brainstorming. I thank you all for the support we have given to our leader today. Long live Samsumana, long live the Psalm 28 movement.
That's the end of the program.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Today,
to the end of this session.
We have already come to the end of this program today. It's been a very remarkable event.
Past members of Psalm 28 movement are open to answer to interviews on the radio stations. Henceforth, we are ready for the media waves. Thank you once again.
We are still keeping fingers crossed to see how best we can be able to get the Honorable Vice President. Mr. President, you're talking to AYV. Can you just tell us the purpose of the program today, just very succinctly?
The purpose of this program is to tell my story about what had happened in my party and to take it to the next step.
Basically, one may really want to know your intention, if you really have the intention to be flag bearer of the APC.
Of course, I have the intention to be a flag bearer of the APC if the people so wish. And I will work hard to maintain that integrity, and I'll maintain that peace to make sure that the APC, as the flag bearer, will win in 2028 elections.
Is the APC constitution not going to be an obstacle for you to be flag bearer of the party?
That is why we are here.
Right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, that was the former Vice President of the Republic of Sierra Leone. He has really made very clear his intention to be flag bearer of the All People's Congress Party. It's been very amazing here, and we have been giving you a live coverage on what is happening here at the Radisson Blu. It has been a live coverage on the political journey of the former Vice President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Chief Samuel Samsumana. Many thanks to the technical team, specifically the AYV Media Empire Management as well. And thank you so much for always watching the AYV. I've been your host, Emmanuel Nyake Momo, and of course, I've been here with my colleague, Mohamed Bakar Kamara, and we've been giving you a live coverage.
To help me stand firm, my great. Wanna talk and rap, wanna talk and rap. From Sierra Leone to everywhere, oh yeah. Komon-Tok, come make we hear. From the streets of it down to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we no go shy. Migration stories should no go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Health and well-being, make we rise from we seat. This now we platform, we go speak the truth. For the young and the old, now we voice be the roots. Oh, Komon-Tok, you go hear we loud. We no go hide, we go make we proud. From Salon to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here we yarn, now we message for all. Komon-Tok, this now we voice. R&B soak, we dey make the choice. From politics to health, we dey stand firm. Migration and vibes, we dey confirm. Komon-Tok, now the place to be. We dey yarn and clear for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we dey. For the future, we dey pave the way. We talk about the health, we need that for survive. Make the system better so we people go thrive. Entertainment this week, the music they flow, but we still go young, the things we need to know. Political leaders make una hear the cry. We go talk and hear, no we no go lie. Now Komon-Tok, we dey stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Oh, Komon-Tok, you go hear we loud. We no go hide, we go make you proud. From Salon to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here we young, now we message for all. Komon-Tok, this now we voice. R&B soak, we dey make the choice. From politics to health, we dey stand firm. Migration and vibes, we dey confirm. Komon-Tok, now the place to be. We dey yarn and clear for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we dey. For the future, we dey pave the way. Oh, now we dey yarn for better tomorrow. No more tears, no more sorrow. We go shining like the truth must show. Komon-Tok together, we go grow. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat. Komon-Tok, where the minds commit. Komon-Tok, this now we voice. R&B soak, we dey make the choice. From politics to health, we dey stand firm. Migration and vibes, we dey confirm. Komon-Tok, now the place to be. We dey yarn and clear for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we dey. For the future, we dey pave the way. Oh, Komon-Tok, oh yeah. We dey talk and we'll make we hear. From Freetown to the world, we go spread the news. Komon-Tok, now the platform we choose. Spread the news. Komon-Tok, now the platform we choose. From Sierra Leone to everywhere, oh yeah. Komon-Tok, come make we hear. From the streets of it down to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we no go shy. Migration stories should no go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Health and well-being, make we rise from we seat. This now we platform, we go speak the truth. For the young and the old, now we voice be the roots. Oh, Komon-Tok, you go hear we loud. We no go hide, we go make we proud. From Salon to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here we yarn, now we message for all. Komon-Tok, this. Oh, Komon-Tok. We dey talk and right, we dey talk and clear. From Sierra Leone to everywhere, oh yeah. Komon-Tok, come make we hear. From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we no go shy. Migration stories should no go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Health and well-being, make we rise from we seat. It's now we platform, we go speak the truth. For the young and the old, now we voice be the rule. Komon-Tok, you go hear we loud. We no go hide, we go make we proud. From Salon to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here we are. Come here we message for. politics to help we stand firm. Migration of us, we come from. Komon-Tok, the place to be. We the young and care for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. We talk about the health, we need them for survive. Make the system better so we people could thrive. Entertainment, they speak the music, the flow. But we still go yarn the things we need to know. Political leaders, make when I hear the cry. We could talk, come here, no we know go lie. Now Komon-Tok, we dey stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Ooh, Komon-Tok, you gon' hear we loud. We no go hide, we gon' make me proud. From salon to the wall, we dey stand tall. Come here, we are. Oh yeah, we message for. Voice, armies who really make the choice. From politics to health, we stand firm. Migration of us, we come from. Komon-Tok, the place to be. We the young and clear for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. Oh, now we the young for better tomorrow. No more tears, no more sorrow. We go shine the light, the truth must show. Komon-Tok, together we go grow. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat. Komon-Tok, where the minds go meet. Komon-Tok, this now we voice. Armies look, we they make the choice. From politics to health, we stand firm. Migration of vibes, we they come from. Komon-Tok, the place to be. We the young and clear for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we they pave the way. Komon-Ok, ooh yeah. We they talk and real, make me hear. From Freetown to the world, we spread the news. Komon-Tok, on the platform we choose. We the talk and right, we the talk and play. From Sierra Leone to everywhere, oh yeah. Komon-Tok, come make me hear. From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we no go shy. Migration stories should no go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Health and well-being, make we rise from we seat. It's not a platform, we go speak the truth for the young and the old. Now we voice we do. Ooh, Komon-Tok, you gon' hear me loud. We no go hide, you gon' make me proud. From salon to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here, we are. Oh yeah, we message for. Voice, armies who really make the choice. From politics to health, we stand firm. Migration of us, we come from. Komon-Tok, the place to be. We the young and care for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. We talk about the health, we need them for survive. Make the system better so we people could thrive. Entertainment, they speak the music, the flow. But we still go yarn the things we need to know. Political leaders, make when I hear the cry. We could talk, come here, no we know go lie. Now Komon-Tok, we dey stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Ooh, Komon-Tok, you gon' hear me loud. We no go hide, you gon' make me proud. From salon to the wall, we dey stand tall. Come here, we are. Oh yeah, we message for. Komon-Tok, this now we voice. Armies who really make the choice. From politics to health, we stand firm. Migration of us, we come from. Komon-Tok, the place to be. We the young and clear for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. Oh, now we the young for better tomorrow. No more tears, no more sorrow. We go shine the light, the truth must show. Komon-Tok, together we go grow. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat. Komon-Tok, where the minds go meet. Komon-Tok, this now we voice. Armies look, we they make the choice. From politics to health, we stand firm. Migration of vibes, we they come from. Komon-Tok, the place to be. We the young and clear for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we they pave the way. Komon-Tok, ooh yeah. We talk and real, make me hear. From Freetown to the world, we talk. We the talk and right, we the talk and clear from Sierra Leone to everywhere. Oh yeah. Come on, talk. Come make me hear. From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we no go shy. Migration stories should no go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Health and well-being, make we rise from the seat. It's not a platform, we go speak the truth for the young and the old. Now we voice we do. Come on, talk, you gon' hear me loud. We no go hide, you gon' make me proud. From salon to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here, we are. Oh yeah, we message for. Choice from politics to health, we stand firm. Migration of ours, we come from. Come on, talk, place to be, we the young and clear for you and me. Come on, talk, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. We talk about the health, we need them for survive. Make the system better so we people could thrive. Entertainment, they speak the music, the flow. But we still go yarn the things we need to know. Political leaders, make when I hear the cry. We could talk, come here, no we no go lie. Now come on, talk, we just stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Ooh, come on, talk, you gon' hear me loud. We no go hide, you gon' make me proud. From salon to the world, we just stand tall. Come here, we are. Oh yeah, we message for. Voice, armies who create the choice. From politics to health, we stand firm. Migration of vibes, we come from. Come on, talk, that place to be. We the young and clear for you and me. Come on, talk, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. Oh, now we the young for better tomorrow. No more tears, no more sorrow. We go shine the light, the truth must show. Come on, talk together, we go grow. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat. Come on, talk. Where minds go meet. Come on, talk, this now we voice. Armies look, we they make the choice. From politics to health, we stand firm. Migration of vibes, we they come from. Come on, talk, I'm the place to be. We the young, I'm clear for you and me. Come on, talk, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we they pave the way. Come on, talk, ooh yeah. We talk on real, make me hear. From Freetown to the world, we spread the news. Come on, talk, on the platform we choose. Talk. We the talk and right, we the talk and clear from Sierra Leone to everywhere. Oh yeah. Come on, talk, come make